talked about first impressions. What are some of the things that are communicated within the first 30 seconds? Like if somebody were to walk in that door right now, what types of things would we be thinking about them before they ever even say a word?
That they were late.
That they were late. Well, yes.
Perfect.
But you're right, though. That is one thing that, again, has nothing to do with the way you look, but it's a message that you're sending. So, good point. Okay, but back to the original.
Sorry.
No, but it does
it
play into the fact of your professional image. If people start to think, well, she's always late for everything, then that becomes a part of your reputation. All right, what else? What are some other things that you noticed? Somebody over here said.
So their position.
Okay, that's where I was going with it. So their position within the company, you could judge, you can make a judgment on that. Maybe their economic status. And this is a great test. Have you ever gone to the mall? Well, nobody goes to the mall anymore, but gone out shopping and just dressed in your jeans and a sweatshirt? Do you get much help from the clerks? No. You go in dressed like this, and they follow you through the store. Can I get you anything? You need to try this on. It's amazing. And the important thing too about your image, you can't be phony. A lot of people think that, especially in a corporate world, they think that they have to fit a certain mold. For example, as you can see from what I'm wearing today, I'm a pretty dramatic, outgoing person. Okay, I am not a black pinstripe suit type person. Okay, so if somebody tried to wedge me in, like if they wanted me to be a banker and I had to dress like that every day, I would be very miserable. In fact, I've got an example of that. I had a friend who was working in a bank, and I looked toned down compared to her. She would wear like bright oranges and just, lime green, all the really trendy colors. And she just, she was just a very bubbly, outgoing person. And she worked at a bank. And her manager called her in one day and said, "You need to dress more like a banker." Well, then this poor girl had a complex, and every time I would see her, she'd say, "Do I look like a banker? Do I look appropriate for a bank?" And what I really wanted to say was, just go get a different job. You're not there's something wrong with this picture. You're not, it's not meshing together. So you can't try to project something that you're not. You can change some things. Maybe you're a person who really likes to be casual all the time, but you're in a situation where you have to wear suits. Well, you need to find a suit that's going to be a little bit more, what do I want to say, maybe a little more fashion forward, or something that's a little more fun, not real stuffy. But again, there's a fine line between conforming and still maintaining something that's true to who you are. The definition, these looks, well, we've got a suited look there. We're going to go through this in more detail later. But, these are business casual looks. Low-cut shirts and the little mini skirt, that's not business casual. That's weekend look. That's nightclub look. That's not office attire. But it's hard once you've let it go that far to try to pull it back. And even if the managers aren't setting the right example, if they're following the fashion trends, then how do they expect their employees to dress? Again, there's a lot of little pieces that come into play as far as, what works, what doesn't work. So it's not, I wish there was a way I could just wave a magic wand and go, ooh, you all have a new image. But it doesn't work like that. It's got to be somewhat of a self-discovery process. As I work with clients one-on-one and I do the wardrobe evaluation in their closet and I do personal shopping with them and all those kinds of things, it's not, I can't be there every morning to help them get dressed. I have to teach them how to understand themselves and understand what's appropriate, what's not appropriate for them personally, so that way they can start to choose a wardrobe with confidence. And it's just, like I said, it's an evolutionary process. It's not, you're not all going to go home and tomorrow you're going to wake up and feel like you've got your image 100% together.